Bismillah. I'm also excited to see this large delegation here in Nairobi. And I just want to start by welcoming you. Here in Kenya, you saw the team talk of Hakuna Matata. Hakuna Matata is Kiswahili, which means there's no problem in Kenya. So, as you have been told, my name is Elias Abdi. I'm the Director General of Education in this country, in charge of basic education. I have been sent by my Cabinet Secretary to deliver this speech. He wanted to be with you, but being a very busy person, something cropped up. As late as yesterday, he wanted to come over, so please receive his apologies. Have you received? Yes. Thank you very much. This is the speech. Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you to Nairobi, Kenya, our land renowned for its captivating natural beauty, from the majestic Mount Kenya to the flourishing savanna, teeming with wildlife, and a vibrant port of cultures coexist within our nation. And we are also happy that this conference, we are told, is the first of its kind in Africa. Is that true? So let's appreciate that. This conference is also taking place next to one of our national heritage in this country, the Nairobi National Park, just across here. You've seen it, isn't it? Yes. So make sure you take time to tour the national park. We are made to understand this is the only city in the world with a national park within it. A plus. It is an honor to address this distinguished gathering, a collective force committed to expanding education opportunities for all children worldwide. Your commitment to quality education, backed by your unwavering belief in the transforming power of learning, is the key to unlocking a brighter future for countless young minds across the globe. And it's encouraging to see all of you assembled here today from all corners of the world. I'm told there are 62 countries represented here and over 600 delegates. So you can imagine if you are to network and share experiences, knowledge on the latest trend in the education sector, you know, as you go back to your country, you will go back with a lot of information that will in turn be of value to the children back there at home. In these unprecedented times, as we collectively navigate the impacts of the COVID-19 pandemic, the importance of education and the resilience of the global education community continues to hold significance. Acknowledging the pandemic's challenge is crucial, as it disrupted education systems in ways we could not have foreseen. Here in Kenya, our education institutions were closed for 9 months. Other countries, there are even countries that the education institutions were closed for 2 years. And that is not something that we were prepared for. So we are delighted in the next 3 days as you assemble here, in your program, some of the issues you will be addressing is EIE, Education in Emergencies, ensuring that education is not disrupted even with all kinds of calamities. Learning continues. So that is encouraging. But what is important is the way we witnessed how the world came together to address these challenges head on is really inspiring. We witnessed the remarkable speed at which we harness digital technologies to provide remote learning opportunities. As we assemble here with close to 600 delegates, we are told there's even the global community outside there is also following this conference, isn't it? the use of digital technology. It's encouraging. And now we have exploited that to use it for the purpose of teaching and learning, ensuring that learning continues. We marveled at the dedication of teachers who continue to impart knowledge even in the face of adversity. Moreover, the pandemic underscored the need for resilience, adaptability, and inclusivity in the education system. Kenya has a rich literary tradition, and its reputable education system has given rise to renowned scientists, visual and performing artists, historians, activists, and policymakers. We in Kenya believe, not just believe, but know that we are one of the strong, education systems. And you'll interact with so many of them here, they're here. And you find our education system is one of the strongest in the region and globally. Our graduates of the system are working all over, in all fields, engineering, medicine, teaching, educators, they're all over. And we do participate in the Southern and East African Consortium for Monitoring Education Quality, SACMEC, that 15 sub-Saharan African countries participate in. Our learners are faring well in this assessment that's administered in grade 6. And we do well, we're the second in reading and also the second in numeracy. From the year 2025, our 15-year-olds will also be taking part in PISA for the first time, 2025. And so we'll be comparing ourselves with even OECD countries. And so that is the effort the Ministry of Education, the education sector in this country is putting into place. Quality education is the cornerstone of Kenya's education agenda as enshrined in the Constitution of Kenya. Ensuring students receive a high-quality education is critical for their success and for Kenya's and Africa's overall socio-economic transformation aligned with the SDG 4. Kenya provides education services for over 16 million children and youth, with over 450,000 teachers distributed in nearly 90,000 schools. So as a country, we are made up of 8 regions in terms of administrative units. 8 regions are made up of 47 counties and close to 390 sub-counties spread all over the country. Our primary growing population is around 8.9 million children. The secondary education, we are around 3.6 million children. And at the university, in the middle level colleges, the TVET, the young ones, they're all, working hard. And so the Ministry of Education is involved in ensuring that we provide, knowledge and information to these children at all levels. We have been working very closely for the last few years with Teach for Kenya, an organization led by the able CEO. And we're about to sign an MOU with Teach for Kenya. They are already present. They are already present in a number of schools, and a number of effort is being made. You saw the young ones here who are, leading in form of the master of ceremony. This is the education system of Kenya. And so we are glad that you've come together here, and we're looking forward to the resolutions of this conference, the report of this conference. And all I just want to assure you on behalf of my minister is that we are there to work with you, to partner with you, to advance the interests of our young ones so that we're able to produce graduates who are able to face the challenges of the world. Ladies and gentlemen, Kenya's education sector is incredibly diverse, complex, and demanding, necessitating multi-sectoral collaboration to effectively address the diverse needs of learners. We encourage new government and non-governmental organizations partnership, including Teach for All. These alliances are instrumental in providing inclusive, high-quality education and fostering lifelong learning opportunities for all individuals. I commend the outstanding work accomplished by Teach for Kenya. The Ministry of Education fully acknowledges and appreciates the significance of these efforts, underscoring our unwavering commitment to supporting and working with them. We recognize the pressing need to extend Teach for Kenya's reach nationwide, ensuring that the expertise and resources have a far-reaching impact, benefiting a broader spectrum of students and schools. Teach for Kenya actively addresses critical education challenges through its initiatives and champions this multi-sectoral approach by recruiting fellows from diverse academic backgrounds. This approach provides the unique lenses required to develop solutions to remove the numerous barriers preventing Kenyan children in underserved communities from unlocking their potential. The impact of their work has been felt in various communities, including here in Nairobi, Kisumu County, and with plans to extend their reach to Machakos County in the year 2024. Notably, the Ministry of Education has committed its organizational structures to provide access and assistance in identifying schools with the highest need. These schools are chosen as placement centers for Teach for Kenya fellows who play a pivotal role in enhancing learning outcomes over the course of 2 years. Moreover, we are dedicated to supporting the monitoring and evaluation of the program. This commitment ensures that we have the necessary data and insights into continuously improve its programs, making it even more effective in achieving its mission. Together, these collaborative efforts are making a significant impact on the education landscape in Kenya, driving positive change and improving educational outcomes for the benefit of all. So please, let's appreciate Teach for Kenya. Let's appreciate them. Asante sana. Thank you very much. Kenya's education landscape has undergone a substantial transformation marked by a commitment to broadening access to education. It's now 20 years since we introduced free primary education. This is a country that lives up to the requirements of its constitution in providing free and compulsory basic education. Moreover, Kenya has diligently worked towards addressing issues of gender parity and inclusivity within the educational framework. In terms of gender parity, we are almost there. There are some regions of this country where the girl child is still way behind. There are emerging issues, regions in this country where the boy child is now facing challenges. But as a country, we have taken it upon ourselves and addressing those challenges. The government of Kenya has focused on 3 key thematic areas within the realm of education. That is access, the quantity part of it, availing the schools, the education opportunities, equity, ensuring that all the children are reached and no one is left behind, and quality and relevance, what takes place in the classroom. Yes, it is good to send children to school, but we keep on asking ourselves, are the children learning? In the class, what takes place? This is an area we work closely with Teach for All. These 3 pillars are the foundation for the country's educational development efforts. It is crucial to highlight the ongoing efforts to enhance education, particularly in numeracy, literacy, life skills, and industry-relevant competencies. Various policy reforms have been implemented to achieve these goals. And one significant reform is the adoption of the competence-based curriculum, ensuring that we don't just teach subject matter, those topics. If it is mathematics, for example, it's not just about quadratic equations or trigonometry in high school or any other topic, but also infusing the aspects of the soft skills, the 21st century skills. And this is why the CPC, the competence-based curriculum, has come in handy. CPC is designed to nurture the potential of every learner by ensuring that they acquire the essential competencies as outlined in the Kenya's basic education curriculum framework. The reality of the matter is that no child is a failure, isn't it? There's no child who's a failure. It's only maybe us, the adults, have failed to tap the potential of every child. And therefore, we must ensure that every child is given the opportunity that he or she needs. Notably, CPC strongly emphasizes formative evaluation over summative assessment methods. The idea of assessing an 8-year schoolwork only in 2-3 days, giving an examination, is no longer tenable. We have to work with this child from the day the child is enrolled in school up to until, at the end of the system, to gauge the child in terms of evaluation. But the examination scores are not the only thing. The child has other potentials. As of 2023, our pioneer class of the competence-based curriculum cohort has transitioned to junior school. This transition marks a pivotal moment in implementing the competence-based curriculum, which is dedicated to fostering the development of 7 core competencies, including communication and collaboration, critical thinking and problem solving, imagination and creativity, citizenship, learning to learn, self-efficacy, and above all, digital literacy. By strongly emphasizing formative evaluation, we can support learners early in their education journeys and ensure they are equipped with the skills and knowledge needed for success in today's dynamic world. In the spirit of Teach for All global network, we recognize the importance of continuous improvement in the education and remain committed as a government to fostering the growth and development of learners through initiatives like the competence-based curriculum and the thoughtful application of evaluation methods. I applaud once again on behalf of the government of Kenya, Teach for All and its network for the outstanding commitment to providing millions of children with access to education, support, and the opportunities they need to thrive. As education evolves, we used to tell our young ones, you are the leaders of tomorrow. But these days we tell them, you are the leaders of today. And you saw it, that young girl from Modaiga, providing leadership skills. You see? Your efforts, your continued efforts to have undoubtedly made a profound difference in the lives of countless young learners worldwide. Recognizing that meaningful and sustainable change requires collective effort is crucial. Your incisive approach to fostering inclusive leadership ensures that the solutions are rooted in the lived experiences of the communities you serve, making them more effective and relevant. I also express gratitude for your commitment to learning from the collective practice of your African counterparts. As the epicenter of human civilization, Africa has a rich ethos of knowledge, traditions, and experiences that offer valuable insights into addressing unique education challenges and opportunities. We can all gain a deeper understanding and appreciation of the diverse perspectives that enrich our global education landscape through collaboration and knowledge exchange. We look forward to continued collaboration and sharing insights and experiences will benefit us all as we collectively strive to create a better, more equitable world through education. Now, on the subject of student leadership, this is what our minister had to say. Aligned with the conference theme of learning from Africa, developing students as leaders, it is essential to delineate the type of leaders we aspire to cultivate and our role in fostering their growth by establishing and nurturing environments that facilitate their development. In contemporary education, the role of teachers has evolved from merely imparting knowledge to guiding students in honing their critical thinking skills. So we no longer talk of the teacher of the talk and chalk, but the teacher who, produces leaders. The overarching objective of the student leadership is to motivate these future leaders to instill culture of ownership, collaboration, and community, both within the classroom and beyond. The process of student leadership development is instrumental in equipping students with the skills that will serve them well into adulthood. An effective way to ignite this passion is by affording students with the opportunity to engage in courses that genuinely resonate with them. This approach embodies the essence of holistic education. Students in Africa actively engage in leadership roles within their communities. They lead various initiatives, including community development projects like cleanup drives, tree planting campaigns, and the construction or renovation of public facilities such as schools and community centers. Additionally, they form advocacy groups to tackle pressing issues such as climate change, health care, and clean water. These groups conduct awareness campaigns, engage with local authorities through lobbying efforts, and mobilize resources to effect meaningful change. We can emulate the spirit of resilience and innovation. On the issue of sustainability in education, Africa has a key role to play in championing sustainability efforts on a global stage. And this begins with recognizing the role that education plays. The world is battling climate change, and the younger generations will be most affected by its consequences. Therefore, it is imperative that Africa as a continent takes proactive steps to lead the way in sustainability efforts by centering and harnessing the potential of its younger generations to drive lasting change. So, in conclusion, the path ahead may be challenging, but it's encouraging that united in purpose, we have the power to shape a brighter future for all. Let us continue this journey with unwavering determination, for the cause of expanding education opportunities is our shared responsibility and our collective legacy to the world. Teach for all. The world talks of education for all, isn't it? When we talk of education for all, we also talking about curriculum for all, ensuring that the curriculum that we do is for all the children, for everybody. That when we talk of teach for all, that in a classroom situation, we teach every child, not just a few. We teach, if it's a mixed class, boys and girls, all of them, we give every child his or her opportunity to realize their potential. In other words, education for all, curriculum for all, teach for all must translate into learning for all. And so, we in the education sector, we say, for us to look at the entire educative process, before we embark on it, the first question we ask ourselves is, what is to be taught? It's about the curriculum. You first concentrate, develop the curriculum, answer that question, what is to be taught to these children? Then other questions follow. Who is to be taught? About the child, the characteristics of the child, the qualities, and all that. And then, of course, who is to teach? The teacher element comes in. And thereafter, how should it be taught? The methods that you will use and all that. Then, of course, what resources do you need? Where should it be taught? The school element and all, the entire educative process. And so, this gathering of minds here, as you exchange ideas, we expect you to dwell deep into those areas. And looking at the rich program that you have, you will be looking at areas in education emergencies, climate education, gender responsive education. So the education that we teach will not exclude any. Everybody should learn. The elements of foundational learning, very critical and emerging area, because at the end of it, if the children do not acquire the foundation in learning, the reading, the numeracy, the basics, then it becomes difficult for them to proceed to higher level in issues of learning and, of course, education technology. So we look forward to all those deliberations that you will have in this conference for the next 3 days. I extend my heartfelt wishes to all the delegates for a productive and fruitful series of engagements in the subsequent days of this conference. Your dedication to sharing your perspectives on the leadership we need to rise to the challenges of our changing world is commendable. And therefore, this is very essential. So, on behalf of our Cabinet Secretary, of the Minister of Education, it's now my humble duty to declare this 3 days conference organized by Teach for All Global Network and of course hosted by Teach for All Kenya chapter officially open. Karibuni and welcome Kenya. Asanteni sana na Mungu awabariki. Thank you.